Now, saw these a year ago, and I thought it was one of those shoes that was really interesting. It was called the Method of Make. The Method of Make. And on the inside of it, you get this long quote where it tells you about the Jordan 1 represents the pinnacle of original design. Now, a year ago, you probably could have gotten away with the Method of Make because the Jordan 1 was such a hot shoe. Now, I think Nike has kind of pushed the limits of the Jordan 1. It needs to go into the vault for a while. They got really good options for, at least for guys. This is a women's shoe. And the Method of Make has been a women's shoe the entire time. And I'm wondering why that is. I'm not sure why that is. But it has been a women's sneaker the entire time that they've been making the Method of Make series. And the Method of Make last year was a high top. This one, interestingly enough, it's a low. But when I say interestingly enough, the upper is supposed to mimic a running shoe. Now, I have a running shoe over here next to me. So what I'm going to do is move some of these boxes around so I can get to this running shoe. And it's the P6000. So it's supposed to mimic retro running. So when you look at the upper and you see it, all of the design elements are supposed to be basically styled in the same way as a retro running shoe. So you got a really long pull tab here. This isn't leather, it's like a synthetic coated kind of material. This puffy swoosh. You know what? I said I was going to pull this running shoe out. You got this translucent outsole. Just a lot going on with the shoe. And if I go to the P6000, which is a retro styled running shoe, it's supposed to mimic this 2000s era. This is a denim version. It costs $125. I'm going to get to that. This shoe costs $140. That's kind of steep for the sneaker, but all of the Jordans have gone up because of tariffs and the instability of imports, right? So I got a little bit of glue on this shoe, throwing that out the door. The idea that it's supposed to look a lot like classic running shoes, this P6000, you can see the similarity in how all of the overlays that you get on a running shoe, you can definitely see it on this Jordan 1 Method of Make. So it's an interesting thing for Nike to do, especially the swoosh. On the P6000, you have this bubble kind of swoosh. You got the same thing on this Jordan 1 Method of Make. You get to the heel, and different parts of it there's like an extended swoosh on this side of the shoe and on this side of the shoe. So there's like an extended swoosh. It's interesting why they decided to create a running styled Jordan 1 when all they could have done is just made a trainer, to be honest. You need to see this up close because there's a lot going on with it. A lot going on with it. But you can clearly see the running inspired design from the P6000 to this shoe. Look at the toe. I gotta get to the close-up, but I want to go ahead and read the information for you. It's the women's Air Jordan 1 MM Low. I'm putting this one back up. Haven't done the video for that. I'll do that in a second. The women's Air Jordan 1 MM Low version 3. So the color is neutral gray. What is that? It's weird looking. Metallic silver. Yeah, neutral gray, metallic silver. And the style code is HQ2186-002. And that's the style code. These cost $140. So $140 for the Method of Make, which is not, it looks like the Air Jordan 1 when you look at it, but all of these cutouts are supposed to mimic a running shoe. You need to see it up close. It's just a lot going on with it. Close up. It's a women's shoe, so I definitely couldn't go about it. I could have given it that OG Unk approval, but as an OG/Unk kind of person, I wouldn't wear these. I don't know if I would wear these. This is for someone who's a lot more stylish than I am. So remember, it's supposed to be designed like 2000s running shoes. but it's just way too busy for me. I do like this outsole, that smoky gray outsole. I do like these extended swooshes that go along the side of the shoe in white, but man, these are busy. These are super busy. These are the method to make. I do think women will be able to style these because they can wear those flowing pants that Nike has, these really big baggy pants. I'm gonna see if I can find a picture of them and put them in this video, that these will look awesome with. I think my daughter would wear these. She would, most definitely. So, I mean, there's that. But for me, if you're going to do a running shoe, stick with the running shoe. Don't kind of fuse that design element with the Jordan 1. It doesn't quite need it, Nike. You didn't need to do that. Let's wrap that up and move on. It does have some of those metallic hits, though, or kind of glow-in-the-dark hits. I'm sure this is glow-in-the-dark. Maybe not, though. But classic running, method of make, Jordan 1. You gotta let me know what you think about these in the comments. I'm not so certain about it. See you guys on the next one. Peace.